You said what? What? I almost said something.
It's kids next door. That's all I can say.
Y'all
That,
need
that
to
I was
be back
finished.
live again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I
Y'all
was
need
gonna
to.
say rain. I was gonna say something regarding rainbow monkeys, but that's in bad.
Wait, Rainbow Monkey. Wait, time
I
out.
call him a rainbow monkey.
Nigga, like from.
Yeah.
I mean, from
Kid
like
next
Coco.
door.
Oh, you a wild motherfucker.
Uh,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
you know, I
He eat.
realized that I can't say that to you. You can say that to me
Okay, freeze up. My bad.
because you all have different colors on.
That's definitely some Frieza energy right there.
Yeah,
I
freeze
was,
aura.
uh, I'm just saying.
You see, he not being
That was some
apologetic about it.
Frieza energy.
Yeah, I know who your favorite Dragon Ball villain is.
But
So where did you leave off? Where did you leave off?
so we was having Justin let us know about his thoughts on what
Oh, yeah.
IPW's Game On is going to be. What is his predictions on how it's going to perform as much as the first one? Because your first event to me is always the one that's the most stand out. But I mean, y'all, it's the second one now. So like, what do you guys feel that the product is going to be perceived as again?
Like how he's
It's
gonna
gonna
build up on it.
it's gonna double up, man. We're looking forward to a huge crowd at the next one. I don't think anybody expected us to have like the production behind us that we did with the pyro and all the lasers and stuff like that. So like now that people are knowing what we're into, they're definitely gonna be coming down and wanting to experience that in person.
That's nice. That's nice to tell.
And where's this is gonna be at?
We're doing it at the same location we did last time at the PEI Brewing Company.
Okay.
It was fantastic, man. They got like these big wood beams going across above the ring and stuff,
Mhm.
and it's perfect for like a ladder match. Hang a title off the wood beam.
Beer and wrestling sounds good.
That's something that's gonna have to come to be. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, a ladder match, but what title would be on the
A
line?
ladder match.
That's the that's
We
something
had
that I
uh,
feel like.
we had a steel chair poking space out at the last show, so we'll see what happens for the next one here.
Okay.
All right, Avion, if you got a question, it's on you.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. So
I don't mean to interrupt,
I hate him.
but while you guys were getting the connection and stuff underway, he was kind of giving me a rundown on like what it's like to put together a match card,
Okay, so you
and
think
I feel like you guys would kind of, saying, gain a little bit of this and that from that knowledge,
this nigga?
Oh, we gonna jump. We gonna have to jump this one. I ain't gonna lie to
because
you.
you all process things differently.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna have to. We gonna let's go get the skills here again. I ain't gonna lie.
Give me a barbed
I
wire
can't
speaker
hear.
stick.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? No. Can you hear? I don't know.
He
Okay.
he heard him now.
Yeah, I can hear you there now.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
You're going to hell. Why am I? Why?
I don't know.
What
I
I
don't know
do?
if it's my
I ain't gonna
Wi-Fi
lie.
or what.
What did I do? You go
I
that little
did.
Taco Bell ass shit you just did? Like you think I didn't hear that? You think I didn't hear that? Okay. But anywho, I just wanted to know, like, what was the ultimate motivation to getting all of this up and running? Because I like to hear like what motivates the person, what's their drive, what gets them going day in and day out.
I mean, I've always loved doing live production stuff. I've done over 300 concerts for music in the last, I don't want to date myself, but like 20 years. Uh, so, I mean, like having a lot of like transferable trades from music was easy to kind of get into wrestling.
Mhm.
But it like gets me jacked up all the time, man. Whenever you see everybody standing on the edge of their seats and rocking out, and like even people giving it to the wrestlers, like the wrestlers were giving it back. But like at the day of the show, I was so busy that like I had to watch the show the day afterwards because we were just running around making sure all the people were having a good time, making sure everything was going off without a hitch. So like I don't know, the motivation is other people having a good time. Like I'll have time to watch it all when we're done, but I want to make sure everybody's having their money's worth while they're there.
Fuck yeah, man. Once again, congratulations on the first event. I'm gonna have to check out
Yeah,
the
thanks,
film.
man.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah,
Is that
congratulations.
what it
Yeah.
is? Okay, bet. So yeah, we're definitely gonna look at it. I don't know about solo, but we're gonna look at it for sure.
Yeah, the big thing that we're really pushing too is the Twitch. We really want to do the Twitch
There you go.
accounts and have people jump in and view it live when we're going on, right?
Oh yeah. Actually, it's funny that he mentioned that because we were already in the works of trying to get a Twitch account started for the heist. So
It's worth it, man. There's definitely some market share available on Twitch. One thing I remember knowing is when the pandemic came around, like WWE was looking at doing everything on Twitch. Then they got the AOK to operate at the performance facility or whatever it was there. So they never actually onboarded to Twitch. But Twitch was ready to accept them as part of their platform. So like there's a big market share there on Twitch.
Got to do that. You definitely got to do that.
No, definitely.
Okay. Prezi? Unpresidential? Sorry.
Okay, well,
Abraham
anyways, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Mason?
So, pretty sure y'all have like a lot of accomplishments, but I just want to first off ask my question. I want to ask how long? Well, I know you've probably been doing this for a while, but how long have you been doing IPW?
What was the last part? How long? What, sorry?
How long have you doing IPW?
How long have you been in it? Like been a part of
So,
it?
so me and my business partner Chris, we bought it back in January, and then whenever we bought the company, we started selling off some ownership. So we sold 50% to 5 different people and kept 25% for ourselves, and set up a board of directors. So like everything we do is by committee, and it's super awesome because like everybody has like their little thing that they're good at, and everybody's fallen into place and like started hammering it out.
Okay, that's what's up. Like a nice, nice built version of a Rube Goldberg design with how they got everything set.
Yeah, like we do an investor call every Sunday. Like we had an investor call a couple hours ago, and it's just like, what have we accomplished this week? What's coming up next week? Who's in charge of what? Like, just it works out really well. Just everybody staying on the same page.
Okay. You say you've been doing this how long again?
Since January.
Since January. Oh, so literally this. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't, like I said, I know you guys have probably accomplished, you know what I'm saying, quite a bit in that time. But I wanted to know. Every time it's my spotlight.
It's because you over here talking in commas. You talking in commas and semicolons.
You get controlled by a symbiote, but anyways.
What? What? Was it a good? It was good.
But,
it was a good one.
like I said, I know
It
you
was a
got
good one.
accomplished a lot, and I'm pretty sure you. Man, I know y'all got a huge fan base. I pretty much wanted to know what event, what particular event that y'all drew like a large crowd. Like, what's the largest crowd that y'all drew?
The first one.
So we've only done the one event so far, and we had about 215 people in chairs. We had 183 people on the Twitch, and there was about 800 people on the live stream. So like about 1,200 people viewed our product.
That's a nice.
That's a nice number right there.
Yeah, it was okay for our first one.
Yes. And I think it helps nowadays. Now that a lot of people now that this gets streamed and it's live streamed now, so you get those extra viewers besides the people that are.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to be. And it's definitely worldwide now.
Definitely.
With it being streamed.
Yeah. And I mean, even just on Facebook alone, we're hitting like 250,000 views a month. So it's constantly building more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be how do you like go about becoming a wrestler?
Becoming
Like
a
what do you
wrestler?
yeah, like what do you is there like a certain gym that trains in it?
So, like, unfortunately, where we're at in Prince Edward Island, there is no wrestling training facility. The closest one to us would be over in Moncton, which is about an hour and a half off of the island. But like to become a wrestler, it's pretty much just getting in touch with somebody who's going to put you through the paces, make sure you're not going to flake out, go through the training process, learn to take a bump, learn to give a bump, all that sort of stuff. And once you have everything packaged together, it's a matter of getting to know people like myself or other promotion owners and trying to get yourself a show.
Okay. What do you think is more important, selling or mic skills?
It's hard, man. It really is hard. It's a very fine balance because, like, there could be the wrestlers that could sell it forever and do it fantastic, but just give them a microphone and they just might as well put their foot in their mouth because, like, to get some promos from some of the wrestlers is kind of tough too because, like, the wrestlers are really good at being wrestlers. They're not really good at being marketing people or actors. So, like, there's some people that I would recommend maybe take an acting course and it would be able to help you with those promo skills.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
Promo skills is definitely important.
But
It really is.
Mhm.
Marketing. Like,
Like,
want to make them
I'm a little
sales, you
biased
better.
because I'm the promoter, right? So
Yeah.
I want the promotions from the wrestlers so I can sell them to the fans.
Yeah.
nah, I agree.
Absolutely.
You
Okay,
know
facts.
what we gonna do now? I'm gonna go ahead and put my boy Visionary up on the screen because we gonna be doing 4 rows full Visionary debates. Visionary, you are gonna pick a debate sequence for our boys Avion, Atlas the Map God, and our boy Prezi D to debate on. So, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and let them know what they're gonna be debating.
Like, we debating against each other.
Yep,
Like,
just y'all, because it's y'all
This is what
always
Jesse
got some
loves to
stuff.
do.
But you know what? We gonna throw it in the
we can throw our
entire High
differences.
C media group inside of here. We gonna have
Solo it.
Solo
Yeah, pull his
included
ass
on
in.
this debate as well.
Oh no, he I don't like
I don't like him.
I will have y'all know
I don't
they
like him.
wanted me to be on the debate team in high school.
same with me.
That's exactly why I don't like you.
I was no debates guy either in high school.
I joined government class to learn about debates. We wasn't.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
You
No
just
wonder
wiggle?
why
Did
y'all
you
ain't
just
debate
wiggle?
that fucking time. My debate.
Yo, Visionary, whenever you're ready, let these boys know what they're gonna be debating on.
Who has the greatest finisher of all time?
You said
The
Ooh.
greatest what?
The, the
Finisher.
greatest finisher.
Oh, finisher.
The greatest finisher?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna be a hot topic.
Oh,
Jesse. Oh,
But
hey, that's Watch the Chaos, brother.
you know,
we were just talking about this.
before you boys begin,
Okay.
because I know y'all could be on this forever. This is the heel me letting y'all know y'all only got a minute.
Okay.
Oh
We
shit.
only got a minute.
Y'all got a minute.
A minute to debate.
Hey, you leave.
Y'all
You
got
got
a
to give me
minute to
30 seconds to rebuttal or something.
Hey, boo me. Just know that me, Justin, and Broke Boy Bray, as well as Visionary, are gonna be voting on who's the winner of each 3 debates y'all gonna be doing.
Oh.
So,
All right.
without further being said, since you know Prezi D want to talk his shit,
Hold
Prezi
on, I'm
D,
not ready. I'm
no,
conflicted. I'm under a lot of pressure.
Nope. Your time started.
No. Anyways, I could go. Listen. I'm not gonna go with the guy. Honestly, well,
Just do it, bro.
45 seconds.
I have to go with the RKO. It's versatile. It's versatile. It's like almost anybody can do it, but obviously not a lot of people. No, it is. I don't care. I don't care. But now, fuck you. What you gonna say? Fuck you. What you gonna say that beat?
You keep
please,
talking.
please.
25 seconds.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. You spent like 10 seconds arguing with this nigga instead of proving your point. Oh yeah, you gonna
The Texas Cloverleaf.
Okay. You said the what?
Texas Cloverleaf.
JBL clothesline.
Demolinko's Texas Cloverleaf.
It's nice, but it's not better than RKO.
That's one of the best finishes ever.
Nigga, what?
And that's one of the best showcases of tech.
One
Yeah,
minute.
go right ahead, my friend.
1 minute is over with. Hold up.
They couldn't even make a bucket
Hold on. Hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. Darius, you spent your minute arguing with this nigga. You realize he got a whole minute, right? Each one of y'all. It ain't a minute for y'all to
That's how he spent his minute. Hey, Jesse. That's how he spent the minute. Start the timer. Start the timer.
Map God, it's on you.
I would say the JBL clothesline from hell is my favorite finisher because no matter who you are, big, tall, short, Hornswoggle, Finley, Sheamus, Mark Henry, and all of them, your motherfucking neck is coming. Bro, Darius, you lucky I don't have a big ass arm like JBL. Because I would really knock your fucking head off. I'm not. I can claymore you. Try to broke it. I can. That's easy. You act like I can't get my leg up. I don't think you can do anything. I don't do anything.
30 seconds.
JBL clothesline from hell is going to finish you. It's going to ruin your career. You're going to not be shit like Shawn Michaels was to him and John Cena and all these other niggas that step in JBL shit and get beat the fuck up at the same time. Hey, you gonna catch a big boot. That's good. And I'm going to throw a cowboy hat on your face. But you talking about RKO. You gonna go there. No, I'm going to counter it. Counter it to a future shot DDT.
All right.
Time's up.
Minute is up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna let Solo get a solo cam.
What finisher is he?
Solo. Whenever you're ready.
I know that ain't my boy Renji.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Soho Zabimaru.
A-Zone.
Now, I don't appreciate the slander that you were throwing when you threw John Cena in the mix of that JBL rant. I don't appreciate that. Leave that where that's at before it get dirty. The attitude adjustment, preferably the FU era, is the best finisher ever. It's iconic. It's simple, yet for some reason, it's basically just like a standing fire miscarry.
That's fine. You have
but the crowd goes nuts every time. It made JBL say he quit. You know what I'm saying? He done made a lot of wrestlers quit with them. That man lifted the Big Show in. He lifted the Big Show.
I hate debating with you.
Hey, I'm just a judge.
It's my turn.
Time's up.
Look,
Yeah.
you see what they do?
Never bring a knife.
He tried to take over my last couple seconds.
Yeah, hijacking.
So you saw that. That just shows that there's weakness on his end.
He brought in JBL quitting. He brought in John Cena to make JBL quit.
You brought in him.
I literally brought up niggas
John Cena.
that hairs and shit he took off.
You right. I mean,
you brought something, and I brought it.
I had wrestlers in the examples who got beat the fuck out by JBL.
Regardless,
I brought up somebody that also.
All right.
You got the
council must speak.
Yep. Justin, you gonna go ahead and go first. Who do you think had the better debate? Do you think Prezi D? You think Map God, or you think Solo had the best one?
They were all terrible. None of them said the Canadian Destroyer.
That is not. That is the most overused finisher, in my opinion. Everybody got one of those.
No, that still goes to the super kick. That still goes to the super kick.
They got the Mexican Destroyer.
Before
that,
there ain't an American Destroyer because people are gonna take it the wrong way.
I'm Canada. It's got to be Canadian Destroyer.
Looking like the American Destroyer, isn't that what you guys already do?
You gotta get.
I think he liked the edge spirit.
Hey, you gotta give your point to somebody. So who does your point go to?
Oh, I mean the RKO is pretty good too.
Okay, so what's that?
I'll give the RKO.
That's one for Darius.
I'm just mad because
that's one for Darius. Okay.
The RKO is gonna come from Darius.
I knew your alternate was gonna be the JBL clothesline. That was your first choice.
Yeah, it was.
Visionary.
It's innovation.
Who you think had the best debate? Solo, Prezi. Who you think had the best one?
I was gonna give it to Solo, but he picked the AA, and it's kind of basic. Like nigga just throwing him over like that. So I'm sorry.
But every single move pick was a simple move. All you gotta do is run at the man and hold your arm out. All you gotta do is jump and hold your neck. Just jump and hold your neck. It's all the same. They're all simple moves. They're all simple moves.
You know.
You was.
Hey, I mean,
they just all
wait. So who got the point?
Who got the point?
Wait, who got the point? Oh, damn, Darius.
He's got 2 of the 4. This is crazy.
2 of the
this
4.
is interesting.
People like the RKO, man.
But now it's time for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, Darius. Immediately, since you was talking all that shit, no, nigga, not you. Definitely the worst one. Because nigga, you spent 10 seconds going against this nigga. You should immediately just RKO the nigga to prove your point that it's the most.
Let him try. I was gonna counter it. Don't interrupt.
Should have immediately did that. So it's really only between Map God and Solo. And I do love the attitude adjustment.
We going to the AA instead of the FU. I really don't respect.
I mean, he said the AA first.
The AA is the proper name for modern time, but we grew up in an era where it was called the FU.
And then you said you had who again?
Yeah, JBL's
Clothesline from Hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got a good ass point. Almost anybody can catch that motherfucker. And it always sound like it hurt.
Bro.
Yeah,
I tried to
throw in the Big Show when he lifted the Big Show and Edge at the same time. I don't think there's anybody on the show that he ain't hit it on.
I ain't gonna lie, you know that was my pick.
There ain't nobody on the show that he couldn't lift.
True.
Because that was one of the reasons.
So he the same thing. So the same thing. There's nobody on the show that he couldn't do.
He's a strong ass nigga. He
That
got
was
strong legs.
That was one of the reasons why I like John Cena.
So they were all.
He got some strong ass legs.
With that being said, I give mine to Map God. I ain't gonna lie to you. Clothesline from Hell is one of the moves where that shit would scare me if JBL ran up to me. Just imagine JBL ran up to you with his arms open. You would be terrified.
Just think about this. Rey Mysterio.
Ain't no ropes, no goddamn wood. That's if Rey Mysterio had a superpower.
I was saying, you talking about all the times that Rey Mysterio got hit with that motherfucker, and Rey would just die.
I'm not gonna lie.
Scotty Too Hottie was in the middle of doing the worm, and JBL said,
"Bitch." Like all these niggas is going through.
I ain't gonna lie. All right. It was a good argument though.
That's gonna be a tough.
All right, so
that's why I was thinking. I was like, I'm gonna go for something that's a little bit more specific. But I'm like, nah. Because first I said the Texas Cloverleaf, but then I left it there. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. I ain't got much to say on that. That's good. I ain't got much to shit talk on that. I got you. Bray, who you got?
I gotta give it to Darius, and the reason I'm gonna give it to Darius with the RKO. You remember when Randy hit that motherfucker for the first time on Mark Henry? After all them times of failing it? Yeah. After he spent like months and months failing that shit and he finally hit that shit? So, counsel has spoken. Stoked. The first point goes to Darius.
See, here's the thing. I'm okay with Darius getting the win for that. I mean, he had the RKO.
But his argument was...
Your moment... Here's the thing that pissed me off about that moment specifically. It took Christian to come in the ring and kick this nigga in the stomach for Randy Orton to just...
RKO nigga. Yeah.
That's a big nigga, bro. What the fuck? You saw every time he tried to hit that bitch, he pushed him.
But Christian's size 10 boot is the fucking reason that Randy Orton was able to get an RKO.
That nigga's stunned. He gonna take advantage of the moment. What the fuck?
Kicking Mark Henry in the stomach is like kicking your pillow off the bed. Nigga, that ain't gonna do nothing.
It did enough to avoid him. Hit that motherfucker. He was laid out at the end of the night. Counsel has spoken. Darius gets the first point.
I mean, Darius is granted. Darius, congratulations.
Now that we understand the basis of the debate,
I would say now you got to up the game.
Because Darius didn't really
remember, each person has their own separate minutes, so you don't need to argue. Just make your point.
This is probably when it comes to basketball. When motherfuckers talk shit, he answers. Not be telling him ignore
Yeah,
it.
he wasn't able to plead his case all the way. So that was more so just like who liked the best finisher.
Visionary, whenever you ready. Debate number 2.
Greatest attire of all time.
Greatest attire?
Greatest attire. All time or
All time.
Yeah.
Just yeah. What do you think is the greatest attire you've ever seen on a wrestler?
Shawn Michaels heartbreak pants.
Nigga, a certain color, nigga, a certain attire.
What is it? The red and white? I like the red and white. Even though niggas can
The
go
red
out
and white was
go,
pretty
that's
cool.
cool. Black and white was cool. You feel me? But that red and white he had when he had the round shades, stunning on his heartbreak shit when he first came.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, I know. I think I know which one you're talking about.
You talking about early
Exactly.
80s.
Before the injury, like
Yeah.
before even the first world championship, that heartbreak kid, Shawn Michaels.
Okay, that's fair.
That's mine. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it.
He's gonna leave it there.
Oh,
you just gonna end your time with 30 seconds?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna be a real nigga about it. I'm gonna say my answer.
Okay. Time don't carry over, but do your shit.
Darius, go ahead.
You know, I was just thinking about who I was going to use. But I just like the fact you just whispering that, okay? I love Ray for different reasons. But it's not
He just changed his whole answer.
Yeah, you just fucked
up. Little do you know.
Flip the script.
Little do you know. I'm not going to tell you why.
Don't waste your time on him. Just defend your outfit.
No.
Undertaker's
this
outfit?
is short and simple. Shut up, because it is Undertaker.
30 seconds.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
First of all, his gimmick. Everything that he wore was cold as hell. He had the spikes, he had the jacket with the hood, he had the no hood. He was like different levels of darkness.
I'm
and he got other people basically copying him, like Damian Priest, anybody. I just feel like that's where the inspiration comes from. So I feel like he cold from his early age when he just had on them purple gloves and that hat with the tie to now.
Type shit. I get that. I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that.
I respect that. Yeah, I fuck with that. Okay.
I fuck with it.
I fuck with that answer. I like that.
I fuck with it.
I was like, Undertaker always did have that shit on. I ain't gonna lie. Undertaker always did have that shit on. So
Yeah.
You know? All right. Well, Solo, shit, it's on you.
The jorts. Sorry.
Well, I want to start off by stating that I don't respect what he said. And
just getting that out there. Just getting that
Jesus
out there.
fuck! Holy shit!
The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
Proceed. Go.
This nigga spent 8 seconds to tell you I don't fuck with what you said.
Triple H's WrestleMania attire with the gold skull, red roll, cross, the crosses going all the way. That man look like Shao Kahn.
I know which one he's talking about.
That's one of the most extravagant, well put together outfits.
That was iconic.
I ain't gonna bring up the Crystal Skull type mask he had. But when he trying to make a statement, bro, he go all out on them fists, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm definitely gonna go with the rest of the entire, the gold crown, gold skull, red robe. Yeah, that was the hit.
That whole entrance was awesome with Lemmy and Motorhead and everybody, man.
Yeah, that was fucking sick.
You know?
R.I.P. Motorhead.
You know?
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Visionary, who you got with this round?
Okay.
The white and red heartbreak pants.
I see what you did with the Triple H, but I'm talking about the attire. You said like entrance here. So I can't pick Triple H. Basic. Like he got basic tights on, basic boots on. So I can't say Triple H.
I mean, he did say attire. He did say attire. Hold up. We got to get him on the screen. We did.
Hold on, nigga. We gotta get a gunshot effect for the fucking podcast. Cause that was an instant moment, like a bomb or some shit should have went off. Fuck flex shit.
When you making a character on the game, one of the options is entrance attire.
But I said attire, not interest though.
So in ring attire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. You said who you? Wait. Hold up. Visionary.
Yo.
Visionary. You said who got the? You said who? You not going with solos?
Yeah.
Between the Heartbreak Kid and Undertaker.
That's great. All right. So it's between y'all two. Who gonna get the point out of Solo and then Prezi? I mean, Map Guide and Prezi.
He ain't saying wrong. He out of the screen.
I say Undertaker.
Damn.
Y'all should have said Boogeyman.
That's a good one.
Boogeyman has the awfulest attire.
We've seen worse,
Exactly.
nigga.
Listen, if we go in there, I would have said Finn Balor.
Different though, but
Yeah.
different.
Finn Balor would be a good one.
I rock with Evan Bourne.
Because when him talking about the skull and shit, I was gonna say, all right, if you're gonna do that, Cody Rhodes shit, American Nightmare.
Yeah.
All right. So shit. Wait,
But you can't
Visionary,
do
who
that
you
'cause
give it
you already
to?
made
Or
a
like
choice.
Stardust.
I already made my choice. I'm confident in my
Stardust.
choice.
I thought he said Stardust.
He did say Stardust. Nigga, a troll. All right, Visionary, who you said you got between Map God and Prezi?
I mess with Sean heavy, but I'm gonna give it to Undertaker though, because Undertaker did put that shit on.
Undertaker did have some good ass
He got a strong
attires.
influence with this shit.
All right, Justin, it's on you. Who do you
I
feel have
mean,
the best?
At the entrance attire, I was all Triple H with Solo there, but if we're talking in-ring attire, it's got to be Undertaker.
Yeah.
What is up with the black
There-
and white?
Is
Sorry,
Darius?
Solo.
Sorry,
Sorry, buddy.
It's fine. I just did that.
Darius
The
is
questions.
Swiss cheesing you niggas again.
That's
Seeing they were interrupting you and everything, taking your time away.
Nah, it was. I was saying, I didn't know we was doing specifically in the ring. I just heard attire.
Yeah. That entrance was awesome, though. Motorhead and Lemmy.
It
When
was.
I hear attire, I think of tights. I think of like what they usually wear all the time.
Yeah,
When
ring.
Shawn Michaels popped out with that white and red joint, I just couldn't help but be like, oh, I fuck with that. Out of all this shit, that out of all the tights he wore, to the point he even got the baggy shit with the relaxed shit.
Nah, I hold my for when I gotta vote.
I mean,
What's
Bray.
Okay, you know, I would.
Undertakers.
I'm gonna say this. I respect the fuck out of it because I do love Sean in that. But see, you would have sold me if you would have said the zebra print.
Was that when he was fighting Razor Ramon?
Mm-hmm. If you would have said the zebra print, you would have fucking had me. But I gotta give it to the Undertaker. I'm sorry, nigga had that.
I know I'm a dark child, but y'all got some dark ass.
He's always had sick in ring.
Yeah.
His shit is always fire, bro.
Yeah.
Undertaker always has some really good ring gear.
Solid.
Okay.
I mean, Kane was pretty good too.
Yeah, Kane.
It's unanimous. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta give it to Darius too. Oh, don't worry. I actually got one more game after this before we actually have the rest for Darius.
So listen, you haven't been here. Every time we've been doing,
he had come back on me. He skunked my ass. Now he over debated me.
Yeah, he swept y'all this entire debate.
He is cooking.
What else you got that we just don't know for hidden talent?
Visionary.
Final question.
You sound like Tony Stark. When he was like, is anybody else on the team that got super secret special powers that I don't know?
Nigga, like, I need to know.
Visionary, what's your final debate?
Trying to think of something hard. What was the greatest ending of WrestleMania from 2010 to the 90s?
So this would go from WrestleMania 26 up to 41.
Mm-hmm.
Any WrestleMania from there to now.
Oh, that's
2010. From 2010 to now?
Yeah, from WrestleMania 26.
All right.
Damn. A lot of WrestleMania.
Who's first?
Yeah.
Who first? Whoever want to go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Go
Start the time.
Alrighty, man. I think Mom from 2010 now. It's been a lot. And I did.
If I have my vote, I know what I'm choosing.
I'm probably gonna say WrestleMania 30 low key.
WrestleMania 32. I'm not gonna put that in there. We had that discussion with the Triple H Roman Reigns. It's a nice match. But I'm going to give it to. I don't need that much time to say what I got to say.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to David Bryan. He ran WrestleMania 30. That man competed in 2 matches. He beat Triple H in the triple threat match. He had to overcome all of that, and he won.
I
He
don't know
was
if I
the
can top
miracle
that, bro.
kid. Literally, it was his year. A lot of wrestlers had said that they was like, man, this is Daniel
But there's
Bryan
another
career
really good
doing
one.
Okay.
everything since SummerSlam.
You talking Heist of the
He
Century?
got his moment. It was great for me. Affected everything.
Okay.
I like that. I like
Respect that.
I respect the fuck out of that.
I give you that. That was good. That was impressive. Map God.
I would say for mine, it was. I like what you did there. I like Kofi Mania. I fuck with that heavy.
Okay.
The rise of Kofi Kingston. Shout out Kofi. Not shout out me. But man, just watching Kofi grow up, for me personally, I'm just like, man, he needs a big ass moment. But he kept himself relevant through all these years.
The thing that
true.
fucked Kofi up was the 2009 incident with Randy Orton. That derailed a lot of his momentum for a while.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that shit would have never happened. Oh my god.
I would say, who knows?
Like-
Yeah, he would have been champion probably sooner than that.
Like
Bro.
you know, Kofi had a run when he was the surviving member of his team in Survivor Series. When he beat the likes of Randy Orton when he was prime Crash Out Randy, and then he beat CM Punk when he was in his before it was the Summer Punk before we got the T-shirts and
Before we
ice
even
cream
society.
Yeah.
But okay.
I'm gonna let you finish up with the last little
Kofi
segment of your
said you
debate.
just hijacked
I
his
did take it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did take his time.
I think he's owed like 10 seconds.
My moment is Kofi Mania when he won that shit. I really loved the humility and the raw emotion he had out of it.
Okay.
Shout out to Daniel Bryan for his moment too, because he fucking deserved that.
Okay.
I respect that.
Respectfully, Kofi.
I'm gonna go Kofi Mania.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Solo. Give you the cam. It's on you.
Now y'all probably got me on this one.
Oh,
I mean, there's some still good moments in there.
Because my preference is based off of more than just how the matches were put together. It's pretty much everything that was surrounding around it. No. As far as like with like my family and everybody, like this was a time where we all came together to tune in for WrestleMania. So it felt kind of back when we were younger, and that was last year's. You know what I'm saying? The last year's WrestleMania, especially the ending of everything, I feel like they jam packed so much nostalgia and awe and shock all at once, and it was just back to back to back, especially with that main event. It was an overwhelming moment, especially for me and my people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that it made a lot of people start to. I feel like a lot of people in my family at least started to like very much tune in to wrestling more consistently since then. So where I can like have conversations with everybody. So I feel like last year's was like it had the biggest impact for me.
So here's the Bloodline Mania.
WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, Cody finishing the story.
40.
So we got WrestleMania 40, WrestleMania 30, and
Undertaker.
WrestleMania 35?
I think that was
35.
35.
Okay, yeah, 35.
Man, we're at the best one right now because, like, it's on Netflix. Everybody can watch this stuff now. Everybody's so engaged in wrestling all over again. Like, it's for me, it has to be 41.
Okay.
You know? All right. So, Justin, we're going to go ahead and let you decide who won this round.
Whew.
It was good. I ain't going to lie to you.
40 was good. 40 was good. Yeah, I'll have to go solo on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I respect that. 40 was good because it did have that throwback effect to it.
You're like if you were just coming back to see what was to wrestling now and stuff, you were in for so much of that WrestleMania.
And the women's division too. Like they're really pushing the women's division, and it's doing really well.
Shout out to the women's division all over.
Yeah, shout out to the women's division. That's something we talked about here at IPW was having a women's division title.
No, yeah, definitely. I need to see that idea.
Yeah, it'd be really fun. And there's not a whole bunch of women's division titles up in Canada, so it'd be really cool to have a lot of at least the Canadian talent coming across to the East Coast.
I heard it was pretty rough. Okay. So we got WrestleMania 40.
Okay. So we got one vote for Solo. Visionary, who you think got this one?
It's tough.
It is. I mean, it's three big ass moments.
Yeah.
Because all of these is just like moments for a wrestler that, man, he was like the hero.
Because all three of them low key got their own nostalgia purposes. So
Yeah.
Facts.
The story leading up to 40 was insane.
Absolutely.
I like Kofi Mania. Dave Bryan had a good moment. But I'm gonna have to give it to Cody though, because that was dope how they did that.
oh
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, Solo, I get to you.
Hold on, that means
I told you he was happy in the inside.
he need one more.
Look,
He need one more.
Don't hate.
You want
Don't
to go
hate.
first? You want me to go first?
I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Go ahead.
I got a chance to personally see all three of these moments, but the one that just stuck out to me the most, I'm gonna have to give it to Cody finishing the story. I'm gonna be real with you. All of these other moments, I'm happy that Cody won. I'm glad that Kofi got his moment in history with him being the champion. I'm happy for the fact that Daniel Bryan got a chance to fight his way all the way up into the picture, even being hurt. But Cody Rhodes, the year of wrestling that we saw within that, we saw dream matches. We saw matches that we thought was just going to be just straight, just boring matches turned into good storylines with everything taking place correctly. Cody finishing the story for me, I'm going to have to give it to Solo.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's on you, Bray. I mean,
I'm honestly.
it was hard. It was a hard choice.
I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. Like all three WrestleMania moments were really good, but I think the one that personally,
I don't even think it was just main event. I think it was just the whole show.
yeah,
Because there was a lot that came with those on the other cards.
Yeah, everything else had their own important story.
Exactly, I was like, there's a lot, but personally, I got to go with WrestleMania 30 just because I watched everything. I mean, I watched Bryan come into WWE. I watched Bryan get fired from WWE. I watched him get rehired to WWE. I watched all this shit happen, and I watched him get fucked all of 2013 with title matches, him getting fucking just dumped. All this shit happened until the fans finally were like, nah, fuck this. We're going to revolt. And he stole WrestleMania. The Yes movie, I was like that's one of my like favorite moments of just wrestling ever.
Remember when
that was a huge pop. That was a huge pop.
They hijacked the ring. Like, bro, they hijacked the show.
Good point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like, yeah, that was a huge moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of another game battle. We got our boy Prezi D taking another one. What is he 3-0? Damn. Y'all gotta do better, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all letting this motherfucker, y'all let him skunk y'all 3 times?
To ask anybody who's over, you still do our
In all fairness,
I used to want to be a wrestler.
I was confused.
That is a
No, sir, we don't gotta go there. We don't gotta get there. Sir, we don't have to take it to that level.
I'm up 4 games right now on Darius.
Now you want to talk basketball? That's fine.
very true.
Get in the wrestling.
You up 3-0 WWE?
Get in the wrestling ring with me.
All right, yeah, okay.
I bet you won't hit
Claymore the shot of you.
I'm gonna reverse it with an RKO.
And then I'm gonna push you off and hit you with the JBL close off now.
True.
And then I'm gonna put my foot on you.
That's disrespectful.
2, 3.
You ain't gonna pin the nigga. You just gonna put your foot on him on some Great Khali shit.
That's gonna slide in with the shirt. Like I forgot dude named the blonde hair.
Oh, you talking about
every time he ran down WrestleMania.
you talking about Charles Robinson? That's crazy. I'm sure gonna run to get the pin. I ain't gonna lie to you.
In the middle of that 2 count, I'm grabbing the referee leg and sliding him out.
Oh, that's fucked
Solo
up.
is a manager.
And then I'm hitting.
All the ref
And he
anyways.
getting a chair shot. And you getting a chair shot.
Dang.
Paul Eldering. Yeah, Paul Eldering.
That's Solo.
That's crazy.
That's Solo.
That's fucked up.
Ain't nobody winning.
But we're gonna go ahead and do one more round of questioning for Justin, and then we're gonna get into a game where I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all the rules. We're gonna be doing WWE Jeopardy. It's gonna be you 3 on the couch as a team versus Visionary. We got Solo, and then we're gonna have Justin. So we're gonna see who got the best WWE knowledge. Is the couch
we got this.
Was the remote group gonna have it? But getting into it and everything, I want to ask you who is the most exciting who's the most exciting person that you feel on this new IPW matchup and everything? Who do you feel is going to be the real like main star of the show? Who do you think is going to have a real big moment and impact on this event?
Oh, dude, that's a hard question. Uh, there's like a pile of people who are deserving of the heavyweight title for sure. So all that is going to be really fun. Giant Orion is a massive man, so I can't wait to see him choke slam people around.
Oh, y'all got to see this dude, Giant Orion.
He's
Oh
I
he's
yeah,
a
I
mean,
saw those
massive
clips.
man.
I mean, I see he, bruh, he like Braun Strowman but more athletic.
Yeah, Buddy can get
Yeah,
down. Buddy
yeah,
can get down.
he's a powerhouse for sure. But I'm excited to see the women's matchups too. Like Stormy Hale's been making her debut, and I'm excited to see that. And Danny Leo's coming down from Montreal, so and even with her, Alex Silva, he's coming down from Montreal as well. He was like an original TNA. So I mean, like there's a lot of exciting stuff. Even the PEI title, Fantana's stepping up against Zane Valentine, so that's going to be an interesting match.
Shout out to my boy Fantana. You
We
know,
love
another
Fantana.
Yo,
another
dude, that
interview
guy
guy.
hit like a moonsault at the last show. I can't wait to see what kind of stuff he busts out at this one. And it's so fun. Like the venue has the wrestling ring right in the middle. There's all these beams all around it. So when he's doing his flips, it just looks massive.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it, yeah. Shout out to Fantana for sure.
For sure, for sure. Our boy actually is gonna be is he gonna finish up with the question and
Yep, I got
everything,
one
and
more
then he actually
question.
has to
Then
dip
yeah, I
out.
got. Unfortunately, I have some other obligations to take too. But Justin, like, what are the big plans going forward after seeing the success of this first show? Like, you got the other one coming up here soon. Like, do you have any big ideas you're looking to possibly like run by creative to see if that's possibly something you can do going forward on shows, and not this next show, the next show after that?
It's been funny, man. Like ever since getting into this, I figured we'd be able to write a story and like stick to the script and stuff like that. But it's ever evolving, like ever evolving. It's always making pivots and like making sure to fit people in and make sure they're getting their star power and like getting the appropriate camera time and everything too. Like
Of course.
yeah, like we really want to showcase these people to the best of our abilities and like busting out the pyro and the smoke and stuff at the last show was fun, but like I'm looking forward to doing even bigger productions for some of these people.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys got
Yeah.
cooking over there.
Nah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like we for the next year we have it like kind of ironed out, but like for there's always those little pivot points and we're always finding little I don't know, lore that you could add and we're almost kind of like writing for the wrestling nerds that's going to like critique us on our storylines or something.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay,
like we're
okay.
always kind of like pivoting to make sure like the lore is super cool and like involved. So if people are following on our social medias, they'll be able to kind of follow along with the writer's storyline that's going on in the background too, which
Okay.
is pretty cool.
Hell yeah. I'm
Love
definitely
it.
excited to see. Yeah, definitely excited to see that.
You know. But since he's getting up out of here, we're gonna give one more appreciation to our boy Broke Boy Bray. We appreciate you for joining us back on the podcast, and we will see you next week. We are gonna be doing a debate on. We're gonna be doing our list on the top 10 backlash
Later,
matches.
Bray.
All right, Bray.
So
Nice to meet you, Justin. Hopefully we get you back soon. I'll see you guys
Yeah.
later.
All right.
I don't know.
catch you later. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, visionary, whenever you're ready, you're gonna get one of the last final questions.
Justin.
Yeah.
So one of my main goals is I want to be a wrestler. What would it take for me to get in your company?
To come and work for our company, you would have to be trained by a professional wrestler just to make sure that you're safe in the ring is the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like we want to bring in professional people. We want to see people who are providing like a press kit. They're giving us the photos to work with. They're giving us the entrance music to work with. They're giving us all the bells and whistles so that we can promote them appropriately.
Okay.
So really having some sort of like portfolio and like background is a huge help in us selecting people to become a part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, I still like the indie side of it too, man. Like, as I said before, there's wrestlers who are just passionate and into wrestling and good at wrestling. They just may not know how to market themselves or something.
Mm-hmm.
I still want the best wrestlers to hit our stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mess with that. I mess with that.
I like that.
Yeah, nah. Hey, we all trying to get there eventually and everything. So, I mean, Visionary, no, 100%. We definitely going to be there to support him if we get, that chance to have him in IPW. Because,
And if we gotta beat Joey Mercury, Jamie Noble, so be it.
Absolutely.
So be it.
hey, J&J Security.
Send me a message,
That's gonna be
Visionary.
crazy.
Let's get you in the ring, man.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
let's just clap. Let's clap it up for that. Opportunities in the books, man. Hey, shoot your shot, man. Definitely, especially seeing the idea of knowing that our guy Adam out there, he saw one of our videos and then he hit up Justin and these guys to be a part of the team, and now he has a big role in the company, being one of the guys that is helping out with the brand, being
Honestly,
the mouth
man, yeah.
of IPW. So
Like
again,
honest to God, like whenever we first got together and started shooting the shit or whatever, Adam seen the video and that's when he messaged me. He's like, "How can I get involved?" And it was the perfect move having Adam join us too. He's the perfect voice for IPW.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Nice.
So shout out to our boy Adam. Definitely want to
Nah,
have him
shout out
back
to
on
you
to talk
guys for
about
hooking
stuff.
us up with Adam.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Shout out 4 Road.
Hey man. Hey, we're gonna shout out to that for sure, man. That's love, and we always appreciate being able to work with IPW. So
Yeah, I'm back at
with
you.
the final 3 questions and everything, we're gonna switch it over to the boys because it's gonna be hot seat media time. So boys, whatever y'all feel like asking for y'all final questions, feel free.
When High C Media gets their shit together, Passport wise, can we shoot a live event?
I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear me? Onomatopoeia?
Oop, can you hear him now?
I gotta use
Let's
this.
Yeah,
say
take that one.
something.
Okay, can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's way
All
better.
right, so when High C gets our little traveling stuff figured out and all that, would there be a potential having either a live stream or commentary from High C Media at one of the IPW events?
So it's funny you asked that. We have a commentator that did the first show for our Twitch.
Yeah.
His name's Les Caliper,
Mm-hmm.
and anyways, he was fantastic, and he was really into doing the commentary and everything. But ever since Takeover, we haven't been able to like find him. So
Mm.
so for the next one game on, we brought in a special guest commentator, Jesse Goudreau. Everybody knows him on YouTube as Indie Bald Ref. But he's going to be helping us out this time around. But like that's definitely in the works, is having like special guest people come on in and like hijack the show for a little bit, right?
A high invasion, yeah.
That's a different invasion right there.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's gonna be some
Hey,
stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
too much into it now. I'm having
Yeah,
Hey,
visionary
but real
moment.
talk for a second, like if anybody finds Les Caliper, they should probably let us know because we'd like to talk to him again.
You said last caliber?
Lex Caliber.
Lex caliber?
Les
Mm-hmm.
Caliper, he was the IPW commentator.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Like right now on our Twitch accounts, if you go to the Twitch, I put up the full takeover event that we did down at the
He
Bruco
said
there.
like,
And if you listen to his commentary, he does a pretty killer job.
Okay. Knowing you can do a really good job
Not
of commentary. I think you be Michael Cole. I'll probably be Pat. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just setting the bar,
Solo
right?
gonna
I'm
be
just
Corey.
setting the bar.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
You got any?
Let me see. Honestly, we were going. I mean, I'm kind of glad you told me that you freshly started. I'm pretty much just really excited to see next. I'm pretty sure we went over. I'm pretty sure we went over earlier, like the next event. We went over that yet. Pretty much, I'm just excited to see that. I pretty much don't have any questions. I'm just glad.
I'm loving the Mortal Kombat.
You said you love the
There's
Mortal
like some
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat theme going on with the next event coming up.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Everybody
Okay.
that
loves
caught
the
Solo's attention.
fatality finisher.
Finish him. Ooh, oh my god! And then depending on the whoever get finished, you can hear their names winning by either like we'll say brutality as like a nasty finish or a fatality like a submission type shit.
depending
So,
on
Yeah.
whoever gets
or if
finished.
somebody gets themselves disqualified, that'll be a quitality on some online shit.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
A
I
flawless
watch a
victory.
lot of Mortal Kombat
Flawless
online.
victory. Somebody
Sound like a
shows
good
bell ring,
relationship
hit
finna
they
go on
finisher.
between you guys.
Hey, if you ever need some video game references and all that too, hey, fuck around, be that guy.
Hit up these guys
We
over here.
we got to get the group chat set up.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
no, for sure, man.
Honestly, yeah. So references with video games, shit, anime and all that, et cetera, et cetera. Myself, Prezi, Solo, we can give you pretty good insights what we got. Especially Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag BDB himself.
Hey, okay. All right, Solo, you go ahead with your final question, and then we're gonna get into
I know
Jeopardy.
he got a good question. So hit him with
Okay, so when the connection was kind of iffy, when you guys were still getting that together, I asked him some questions kind of about putting together a match card and stuff. And so now my question is, we have a show next week called Loud and Clear, which it's going to be like a music related type show, live performances and stuff like that. And I remember you mentioned something about like having to manage and work with like 18 plus type people.
Yeah.
What is your advice for managing that many amount of people to ensure a successful turnout?
It's all about having the master document. And like that's everything you've been thinking about. It's every turn, it's every pivot. And at the very last second, issue it to everybody. This is the script, and nobody has time to change it.
Mm,
Okay.
I like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's actually a pretty good question and answer because I know he's also been trying to look for that kind of shit as well. So
Yeah,
I
that
do
was
like
a
that
good
answer.
question.
Okay.
Thanks,
Well,
Solo.
you
That
know,
was definitely very helpful. That's the biggest problem I've been having is like trying to facilitate 15 plus people and have them all move on one accord. And now that you're saying like, hey, this is what if you want to be a part of this is what we're doing. Yeah, because that's definitely the biggest thing. It's been changes.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
episode.
pivots.
definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have enough time to finish up in Knockout Jeopardy, but a good thing with all of the guys here and everything, we can always come back to it.
Yeah,
100%
100%. We're
because
gonna be back together.
Yeah.
1,000%. We definitely gonna be doing this again. We definitely gonna have to have Hot Seat Media into it as well. Again, I
Yo, and for
appreciate you
real,
boys for
start the
coming
group
on.
chats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
we
yeah.
definitely gonna get one
Fuck
started
yeah.
immediately after this stream. Like,
you will
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
And if y'all need some promos for the IPW shit, let us know. I can try to come up with some
Yeah,
skit ideas
100%.
or some promo ideas.
Yeah,
yeah,
man. That's one thing. That's why I said promo was key. That's why I said it earlier, man. Like I've been uh, showing. Obviously, we already know what CM Punk with the whole pipe bomb thing with his promos to other people. Like now we got John Cena. Now he got his whole little thing where he's spitting like
He's
he's not
heel.
even just he's healed, but he's I don't want to mess up my wrestling term. He's really what wrestling term I use?
He's
Where
an
it's not
anti-hero.
it's not
Yeah, he's like the
kayfabe. It's
villain
like
hero.
it's like it's real.
Yeah, he's touching reality.
Yeah, he's basically touching reality.
Pretty much, Solo say he breaking that fourth
He got
wall.
the title. I started getting
Yeah, he's breaking his fourth wall.
Yeah, when he started coming up with his issues, I did admit, and you can look on the last podcast. I think it was the very first podcast when we first came on here. I did say I didn't like how he was coming out like, oh, you guys are bullying me. But once he started talking more,
Yeah.
Okay, now he's saying it like
Hell yeah.
basically he's saying it like a man. Okay,
He's
now I can
speaking.
get behind it.
That's
He's
what
speaking his truth now.
that's what I was in your ear.
Now
I'm
it's all
like,
truth.
John, he been getting bullied for so many years, bro. Fuck that. His
I
time
was
is
like,
That
now.
man like
He's
50.
gonna stand on
That
that
man
shit.
like 40,
Yeah,
50
he's been
years
saying his
old.
time is now for a long time, but I think it's finally true.
Yeah.
It's finally true now. Like his time is now.
1000%.
He picked it at unexpected. Nobody probably really expected.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but this
Perfect
announcement's
time.
being
For
disrespectful.
absolutely nothing.
That is crazy.
Hey, that's
He's taking the
moment.
movie for himself. You don't want to share it with nobody.
I mean, that's how it should be, honestly, with how John Cena has been. I mean, shit, he did everything under pins and needles, making sure that he was the cleanest superhero top guy in WWE. And now
prototyping
He
he got a chance to be like
Solo
superstar.
Sikoa smoke him.
You said what?
He did it right, man.
He let Solo
He did
Sikoa
let Solo
smoke him,
fuck him
and
up.
look what Solo doing now.
Nothing.
Solo wearing Steve Harvey
Wasted
size
an L.
suits.
Finna get beat up by Jacob.
Solo is a flop. I thought Solo was gonna come in and do some remarkable things.
Which one?
Uh,
I'm just playing.
We're not talking about that one. We're talking about the one that's wrestling in the ring.
I can't believe we went all episode without talking about Penta and Ray Phoenix, but I'm super stoked on those guys too.
We're gonna have to continue.
Definitely,
We
1000%.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, nah, definitely shout
Yeah.
out to those
I ain't gonna
guys.
say they're gonna be the next Rey Mysterio, but they're gonna be the next them.
They in their own lane.
Yeah, they're gonna be the next them for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, they're gonna be
Because
the next them.
I mean, nobody's gonna be able to go against the same like legacy as a Rey Mysterio or John Cena or Roman Reigns and stuff
he
like
made
that.
that
Like,
clear.
everybody
He
got to
said
make their own story.
John Shaw was like the next person
They've-
that can
they've
really
built
stand
their
up
own
to me is
legacy.
passing my 17th time. That's the only time you can ever stand next to me.
I mean, at that point, I mean, that's what
Yeah,
it's
he
gonna
made
have to
that
be.
shit loud and clear. No pun intended. It's funny that our shit is called loud and
Years
clear.
to come, we might see John literally shaking the hand of the 18th time.
What do you think that's gonna be?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out one of these days. But before we get up out of here, we just gonna hear a word from our first sponsor. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash or jitters. W contains vitamins, amino acids, as well as 150 milligrams of caffeine while providing 0% sugar. W has flavors including Galaxy Grenade, Dragonade, and Beach and Peachin'. Use our discount code 4ROPESFULL for 10% off of your first purchase. That's 4ROPESFULL at checkout. And we want to thank W for sponsoring the stream.
W promo.
So without furthermore being said and everything,
Yo, where can I get some of that W?
Hey, we're gonna send you some of the links and everything down below. We definitely gonna talk a little bit more about this. Again, shout out to W. We sponsoring with them for a little bit. We definitely talked about putting this promo up with them for a second. So big shout out to W for looking out for us and everything. But
yeah, I want to try to get my hands on some.
Definitely. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. But as always, I'm Jay the Kid. We got our boy over here in the cut.
Video call you, Darius and A.
All right.
We got our boy Visionary 23 joining us in here today.
We've been talking, buddy.
Yeah.
We got our boy joining us in from the cut of IPW's new office. Be on the lookout for IPW Game On. That is going to be, we're going to have that on Twitch and everything. We're probably going to end up live streaming that, or we're going to end up coming back the day after the pay-per-view and actually talk with Justin about how he feels on it. And we might just watch the entire
June
thing.
7th, it's going to be live on the Twitch.
June 7th? Oh, okay, bet.
Put it in the calendars. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Make her watch it with you.
Definitely. But we're going to go ahead and let the boys introduce themselves one more time.
I'm going to let you do it again.
Man, it's another high C invasion. 4 ropes. It's your boy, President D, the one and only. I can see you, but you can't see me.
This man, I gotta love him. But it's your boy Alice Nav God, aka Mr. Positive. But today Shout out to the villain arc. So now I'm gonna just go by Map the Menace when I come here for 4 rows.
Another heel on the show. I ain't got to be alone.
Map the Menace.
I fuck with it. And ladies and
Party
gentlemen,
boys for
we got
life.
our man.
Party boy for life.
We got our mans
Yes,
over
sir. Yes,
here.
sir. Yes.
Yeah, Slither and Lady
Appreciate you.
got
Solo to Han Solo, man. Appreciate y'all having me. Make sure y'all tune in this Friday, loud and clear.
loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all definitely gonna have to tune in to that because we definitely gonna be in there as well. We're gonna be promoting that on our social medias and everything. So just be on the lookout. Again,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
can't
get all
wait.
the guys back on here. I just want to say again, I appreciate you guys for spending y'all time with us and everything. 3 different companies, guys, just being able to sit down and talk about wrestling, and then on top of that, having a wrestling promotion owner as well as us being all on here, man. Like literally, it's a big moment, and for even us being able to have this happen, us being able to work out there in Canada, they show us so much love, man. So
And right
it's a
back,
big
all
shout
the
out
love
to
we get
us.
from you guys.
Hey, so
Man.
without further being said and everything, this was the Three Headed Goat podcast and everything. Definitely gonna have more on this a little bit more eventually. So be on the lookout for that. Check out the IPW socials. Check out our boys over there, High Seated Team on Instagram. Check out the event that they got coming up. I mean, everything is moving good for everything. So being able to talk about it and just be able to sit back and relax and enjoy wrestling talks with you boys,
God.
we appreciate it again. So
Shit's booming like Metro.
exactly. And one thing
Okay,
that
take
we
care,
always
boys.
say, exactly, we appreciate you, my mans. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
You
You
too.
too. So yeah, man, we getting up out of here and everything, but we're gonna put all of the other guys back on here and everything before we get up out of here. So with the hot seat media invasion as well as IPW, our old saying is usually thank you for wrestling. But we have our guys with hot seat media. We passed one for wrestling, and we out.